Alrighty, welcome. So we're going to do a scenario here called Confair. This one we will be transporting a prisoner to a correctional facility in LA. Alright, so it says it should be about an hour. I actually realized that I didn't realize they added an extra trophy. So this whole time I've been looking at it, been like, oh, I'm only getting silver, and actually I've been getting the platinum trophies. So surprise. So we will get started here. Second, let's just get everything settled. Alrighty, so as I was just mentioning, I thought that I was getting silver trophies, but it turns out I was getting platinum trophies. As you notice here, they actually added a platinum category. Alright, so let's get into this Confair one. A little earlier than usual. I had a dental appointment today, so I'm off. Figure we might as well just get the stream out a little bit earlier today and catch some of our friends in Europe while they're unwinding for the day. Make things a little bit easier for everybody. Let's see, so we have blue right now on the controller. Let's see what we get when we load into the show. Red and green. Go, we got green now. Okay, so this is Confair. We're going to be moving a prisoner. Good evening. Tonight we've been tasked with an important job of prisoners being transferred to Los Angeles from another prison. Three methods have been chosen for transport. So, of course, only one of the methods will be used, and it looks like it's ours. Alright, where's the light? There we go. Let's do red. It's fancy. Due to the nature of this job, no one knows which of the three methods of transport will be carried in prisoner. Our job is to take the train from here at Lancaster to head down the rails towards LA. Okay. Alright, guys, you guys aren't really going to give me any lights here. Like, seriously? They'll figure this all out on my own. Oh, there we go. That's enough. They were not trying to be forward. Lights already set. Unlock. Everything here looks good. Dispatcher says things are good ahead. I don't think we need heat or windshield wipers. Don't need the pulse lights. Conductor signal. Attendant, make sure everybody's good. Let's see if we can get a little more light. It's already set to passenger mode. Okay. I know there's another light. Is it right? Just blue, red. Yeah, that's fancy. Nighttime. Secret mission. Hopefully nobody tries to attack us or anything crazy. Door's locked. Take a look at everything from outside. Looks good. Very nice. We can see our lights are actually set. Right, engineer, everybody's aboard, so we'll set off at line speed towards LA. Just a reminder, we're not to exceed speed limits. We should keep very close on the track ahead in case we get sussed out. Oh Lord, there's always something out here in the west on this game. Gotta do a little bit of power. And then you roll backs, they say. Oh, release. Beautiful. Got a nice digital display here. 40 is going to be our limit. So we'll try to keep it around 35. Again. We're going to get bumped up to 79. We have green ahead. Things are looking good so far. Let's keep going. Alright, welcome. Based on how you're watching today, we appreciate it. Always, again, we're looking for more subscribers, so always feel free to like, follow, subscribe. And we definitely appreciate having as many people as possible. Alright, we're going to go into idle. Keep it at 35 here. If we need any adjustments, we will be using our braking setting here. Add a slight track change or some track crossing as we just felt it in the controller. Looks really good even on the PS4 version. This new game engine is actually great. Alright, there we go. Now we're at 79. Let's increase the speed. Same thing applies here. For some reason, when we're going up in speed, it doesn't change until the back of the train crosses. We're going down in speed, it changes when the front of the train gets there. So still have that same series of events, if you will. I'm just going to take a look at what we have coming up ahead. A few go vias, pretty much all go vias. till we get to Santa Clarita. Okay, good. It's about an hour. Alright, so we're moving along. And again, we may be moving a prisoner. Can't confirm or deny. And they didn't even tell us. Okay, yeah. So, cleared green here. Good. We get us to about 74. Then we'll coast. Alright, so again, if you're just tuning in, this is Confair. We are moving a convict, possibly. They can't confirm or deny, but we may have someone on our train that we're transporting here at night to LA County. For some reason, the sounds seem pretty low to me. Oh, actually, it just might be this cab. Just be really quiet. Trying to get this up to 70s at least. That's 70. Like I said, when we get to about 74, I'm gonna just let it coast. Try to maintain that as best we can. Job is not to create or bring too much attention to ourselves. That's 74. Just trying to keep it coasting here. Fortunately, dropped 2 miles per hour, 3 miles per hour from to be. So I'm just gonna add some speed again. Welcome if you're just joining. We are doing a scenario called Confair, where we may or may not be moving a prisoner. Cannot confirm or deny. Hey Cyan, how's it going? Thanks for the subscription. How you doing today, man? Streaming a little earlier than normal. Yeah, no, I had to go to the dentist today, so I did not have to work today. And yesterday was a holiday for us as well, so 2 days off. How you doing? How you been? How's the family? Thanks for the subscription. Greatly appreciated. Yep, so this scenario, we're transporting a convicted criminal. Possibly. They said they can't tell us for sure if the person's on the plane. I mean, on the train. So, plane, trains, automobiles. I did a little bit of flying over the weekend. Okay, no worries. Appreciate it. So we're holding it at 75. To go back to coast here, see if we can hold this up. We have slight incline, so that's always going to decrease our energy a little bit. Again, as I was mentioning, keep repeating this, they actually added platinum trophies to the game. So I thought I was getting a bunch of silvers, but I actually been getting platinum trophies. So that's a nice little thing there. Was completely not aware of it. Alright, we just got to keep our eyes peeled just in case we get any. They said in case someone sussed us out. Alright, looks good ahead. We're still green ahead. Just checking to see if we have any slowdowns coming up. We do not. Alright, moving through. We have to drop that power out. Okay. We're gonna go outside Vincent grade. That's our next location. 5 miles till we get there. Yeah, this thing doesn't really coast much, but we're going uphill, so. Good thing is we don't have a time limit here, so that should help us move through pretty well. Again, thank you for the sub. If you don't know Cyan, you should check out his channel. Cyan is a very good streamer as well. One of my favorite streamers to watch. Is a shout out for Cyan. Cyan does a lot of flight sim. He's been playing a lot of Euro Truck Sim lately. And he is a very, very, very competent Apex player. Although his wife is better, but don't tell him I said that. He's lurking, so he's not listening to what I'm saying. But check him out. He's available. He's here on Twitch. He also has a YouTube page. Again, we have a YouTube page as well. And feel free to check that out. We've been storing our 55. Get ourselves down to 55. There's an engine brake. Did not see that. Alright, we are good. I like using the engine brake in those scenarios. Just because you don't wear out the brakes. So power back in. I was looking at the thing. I guess I missed it because I was actually checking out the chat. And then get us up to 50 here. Try to hold it there. This little area does look a little suspicious. See, it reminds me of Grand Theft Auto. Should be getting a bump back up to 79. Yes, there we go. Okay, let's speed up. We're about to come down to 49. Actually, let's start preparing for that. Love when you see the gates go down on this game. That's cool. Okay, we're at 49. Try to stay here, 48, 49. Put a little bit of power in. Alright, so we're going to try to keep this under 49. We should be good there. Guess that sign marks it there. Got a pretty decent climb going here. It's almost 2%. Alright, so where are we? 2 miles until we hit the next waypoint here. Just tuning in, we are moving well, they won't confirm or deny, but we are most likely moving a convicted criminal. They're moving them through 3 modes of transportation. One of those modes may be our train, but they would not confirm or deny. So I put the red lights on. We have our just regular desk light on as well, which is a little bit lighter. Set the mood for a nighttime run here. Looks pretty good though. There's enough light on the tracks, which is sometimes a problem with some of the night scenarios. It's a play on the movie Con Air. If you ever saw Con Air. Con Air was a movie about a plane full of criminals, and the criminals hijack the plane. And there's a former officer, U.S. Marshal on it, played by Nicolas Cage, who, can't just let the criminals win, so he has to fight them to take over, help to save the innocent people / workers on the plane. I think it's like one of those Jerry Bruckheimer movies, so a lot of explosions and action. A lot of people who weren't big stars yet are in it as well. If I remember correctly, I think Dave Chappelle's in it. But it was a fun movie for the time. Kind of ridiculous concept. Like, why would you transport so many dangerous criminals all at once? But I had an idea. Alright, so after Vincent Grade, we have... Just trying to maintain our speed. We're going uphill. Outside Vincent Grade, then we have Vincent Grade Acton Track, Vista Canyon, Via Princess Track, Railroad Crossing, Santa Clarita Track. That's where we'll be stopping. And this whole thing takes about an hour. Hey, how's it going, Phoenix? Phoenix, have you been streaming? I'll give you a shout out anyway, but I don't know if you've been streaming in a while. How's it going? I was off today because I had to go to the dentist. I decided to stream a little earlier than the normal 6 p.m. Eastern time that I do. Oh, okay. Well, there's a shout out in case you ever decide to. Again, people know that your page exists. You see that, engineer? I just saw a few people close to the track. I'm hoping they were my imagination. It might have been sussed out. I did not see anybody, so and we're slightly above the speed here. So let the train drop down. Good. Okay, cresting up this hill. 75 is coming up. Oh, cool. Yeah, I hadn't been to the dentist in a while, so today I have to start getting better about that. But yeah, so we are doing this scenario called Confair. And in this scenario, we are transporting a prisoner, possibly. They did not confirm or deny that we have the prisoner in our train. Okay, so supposedly the engineer saw somebody on the tracks. I didn't see anybody. Yep. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, no, luckily I haven't had any cavities in about 20 years. And I feel like every time I go to a new dentist, because I had to switch dentists a few times over the last few years. Every time I go to a new dentist, they're like kind of surprised I don't have any cavities. I don't really eat a lot of candy, and I floss every day and stuff like that. So, all right, we are going downhill, and we got 54 coming up. So I'm going to use our engine braking here. See if we can get that to slow us down. If it's not successful, which it seems like it's a little slow, we will use some automatic braking. Come on. It's a big train. Brakes out. 54 is what we're holding to here. Still got the engine brake in for now. And I don't know how long we're going to be stuck at this 54, so I'm just going to pull that to idle very quickly. Oh, thank you. Well, I've been flossing now for like 25 years. No, but my last appointment was in 2019, unfortunately. And the union that I was in at the time had their own dental office. But with the pandemic in 2020, I was supposed to go back in May. They canceled my appointment, but then they never called me back to reschedule. So I got into a new union, and I went to the dentist that Jessica goes to. So that was that. It was pretty good. Did a good job on the cleaning. But they were just like, I have to come back to take care of some other stuff in 4 months. So we have to see if the union's willing to pay for the extra stuff that they have to do. It's a small office, so it's like very limited time. Alright, so we have the engine braking. This way we don't burn out our brakes when we need them. I actually like using the engine brake on this one. It actually is very responsive. For those who aren't aware, this is Train Sim World 4, which came out 2 weeks ago. And it is vastly improved over the last two versions. Looks a lot better even on the PS4. I mean, it looks much better on a PC, but even here, got some pretty good looks at everything, and there's no major degradation. And they add some new kind of funky things with controllers on the console. So for PlayStation, you can see like the colors of the lights ahead. Phoenix, did you get 2K? Last time we were talking, I don't remember if you said you got it or not. And if you got it so far, do you like it? Alright, so 15 miles to our next target. We're going to be bumped up here to 59, which is nice. I'm not seeing anything else. I know they were saying a second ago. Okay, cool. How do you like it so far? So, Phoenix saying that got the game 2K24 a few days after we spoke about it last. Alright, so we are continuing here. I am not adding any inputs, letting the train just do what it needs to do because it's picking up speed because we're going downhill. Can't go too fast. Hopefully the engineer was just like spooked by what saw, because I don't see anybody coming up to the train. Okay, I'm gonna use our engine braking just to keep us from going too fast. Oh, I didn't even realize they added a patch, to be honest. But I did realize that shooting did get a little easier. Alright, gonna reduce the speed a little bit more because we have a 47 coming up. Alright, so far so good. Don't see anybody on the tracks at the moment. No, I didn't try the whole thing. Yeah, I actually did something that I usually haven't done in a while. I actually bought some extra VC because I didn't feel like waiting forever to get to 80 something. So I was just like, I just bought a little bit of VC, which I haven't done in like 3 years. But I was just like, I can't like just keep playing this when I could just get bumped up. Okay, 47, and then we have a 50 coming up. Oh, and then we got to come all the way down to 39. Why are they making us go so slow in this area? This isn't fun. Alright, well, we're well below what they want, so we're okay. And there's a huge kind of decline going on. Okay, next one's gonna be 39, so let it pick up a little bit of speed. Yeah, the last year there was like a lot more random ways to pick up VC, like the daily challenges and the quizzes and run into different vendors and stuff. I actually enjoyed that, even though it was like a pain sometimes. But I actually liked. I would just do the trivia just for like the extra 500 each day. Um, I don't know why they kind of clammed all that stuff up, um, but it's definitely okay. We got a 39 coming up here. So I think, yeah, we're good there. Hopefully it maintains. Alright, let's bring this down a little bit more here. Give me 39. There you go. Excellent. Alright, so we're gonna have to use our regenerative braking a lot here because I want us to stay at under 39. Alright, next Govia is still 13 miles away. 3 more Govias before we get to our destination. Okay. Ooh, 30, 28. Oh my goodness. Right, let's coast this out a little bit here. What kind of build did you do for your player this year, Nix? Okay, I don't see anybody up ahead, which is good. Again, the engineer said that he had seen some people close to the tracks a little earlier. What is that? A building over there? It's like a building. Is it a car? Some car out there? What is that? Okay. 28 is coming up, so let's slow this down a little bit. We got 35, 40, 45. Okay, so we got a slight increase there in a second. Okay, I had a 3-level score the last time. Okay, cool. Luca template build, okay. How tall? How tall is your player? I usually do like a point guard, so mine's about maybe 6'1" to 6'3". And this year, I kind of did a little bit more on the defense because I didn't have clamps last year, and I wanted clamps this year. I don't know. At some point, I don't know. One year, I'll think about making a center. And just max out offensive rebounds. Just become a beast. Beast. Alright, so we're waiting for the end of the train to cross that mark. And we'll get our speed bump to 35. There it goes. We'll release some of this brake setup here. Go all the way out of that for now. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so it's his, whatever his height is. Gotcha. That's another thing. I've never made more than one, like, character or player. Okay, 40, 45, then back down to 35. Okay. Fine. Stop it. It's to punish you for everything. 45. Come on, give it to me. Here we go. Alright, now we gotta go to, we got a 35 coming up, so gradient isn't that great, but this is a big train, so it's pulling a lot. Alright, so nobody's on the track still. Still transporting this passenger. It looks like we have a 35 and a 29 coming up. And I was mentioning this earlier, they have actually added platinum trophies to the game, which is actually pretty cool. Alright. Okay, so we're below 35. And right now I'm not using actually the brakes, I'm actually using kind of the dynamic brake section of the controller. That way we don't overheat the brakes and then, work them. Alright, so we have a 29 coming up. The brake control is holding us at 25, which is good. A lot more involved than I was expecting as far as having to maintain different speeds. But we'll just be able to go straight out, make our way to the location. That's it. But still have about 20 minutes to go here in the scenario. Right, again, if you haven't, you can also check out all of the scenarios that we've done for the new version here on the Discord, on YouTube. My fault. We're moving them to YouTube lately. Okay, 29. Still what they want. I'll let this coast a little bit, and then when we get to about 25, we'll go back into our break-in zone on the throttle. Also, if you haven't, you could always follow us here on Twitch as well. We try to stream Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, barring any other commitments. And this is just an earlier stream for us. Usually it's about 3 hours later than we started today. Okay, still restricted to 29, and we're still going downhill pretty steadily. So when we get to about 25, I'll start adding a little bit more of our throttle braking. Go. Do about 20% to start. A little bit more. Try to keep it around 25 if we can. Hey Kojo, how's it going? Shout out to Kojo. Kojo has made his return to streaming. Check out Kojo. Kojo is an OG streamer. Kojo also has been playing Drink Some 4. It happens. How you doing today? We're doing the Con Fair scenario, the Antelope Valley line. Of course, no problem. Appreciate you stopping by. We happen to be home today, so we're doing a little earlier stream. Yeah. This is the Con Fair one where we're moving the criminal. Possibly. They won't confirm it. Let's do a little bit less of our engine braking. Try to speed up a little bit here. Again, one of the issues is that these slopes are they're almost 2% this whole time, so. This reminds me of like a freight one, where they just want us to practice our braking down hills, different gradients. Yep, so in this one, it started off by saying that they approved 3 methods of transportation to move a particular convict, and they want us to be one of those methods. But they neither confirmed or denied that the person is actually on our train. But we're heading to LA, heading west at the moment. Our engineer mentioned earlier that they may have seen some people on the track and hoped that we weren't sussed out. But yeah, drama. There's a lot of drama in this particular series of scenarios. I was watching you do the Blockbuster one. I haven't done that one yet. But with the movie and the explosions and the helicopters and the cars and the police, that one's pretty crazy. But yeah, they're actually slowing us down a lot on this particular track. No, I do too. I actually like it's different. I was saying that I can't like it's nice to not have the same kind of boring stuff all the time. So I wonder if they plan on doing like a scenario planner. That would be cool. Okay, so our next clear is going to be 75 once we 35, my fault. Once we cross this marker here. 35 to 30 it said. So I'm just gonna pull our braking detail down. No, like something where you can actually create scenarios and then share them with other people. So then you get like community scenarios. Oh, they have that on the PC? Okay. I know that they have like the whole design features on console. And I do remember them giving you the opportunity to make your own like routes and things. Yeah, but the thing is, I think the concept that I'm considering is a little bit more robust than what they offer at the moment. But yeah, I know they have something, but I thought that it was only like you could set up start end points, but you couldn't add any drama, if you will. Yeah, I never used it either. Yeah, yeah. And the main thing I've really seen is like the livery editor. You know what? I think on TSW3 I did play around with it, but I think it just gave you kind of the basics. Like start here, end here, but nothing in between. Alright, next we have 44 coming up. I understand. Have you been playing Emergency? Anybody been playing Emergency? A lot of people haven't been happy with the difference from what the game used to be. Um, but I like to jump in there and get through it pretty quickly. Oh, okay. Well, I'll check it out. One day I'll go deep dive into it and see what it looks like. I also want to, eventually when I download the DLC, I want to check out some of the Boston DLC. Because a lot of times there was a bunch of traffic jams. Gotcha. Yeah, Emergency, I have the older versions of Emergency. Um, the only thing is that the older versions, they used to move very slowly. The new one is actually much quicker. Um, and I like the fact that they've added the kind of multiplayer aspect as well. I played a little bit of it with Cyan one day. Alright, so the next one we have to come down to is going to be 34. But I'm just letting it coast a little bit because we got some clearance to 44. Do some braking here. Let's take a look outside. It's going to be a little loud, folks. The only thing now is you can't see how fast you're going when you're outside. Unless you add the HUD. Yeah, I meant the menu music, yeah. Like the big orchestral kind of opening. The first day when I put it on, I just let the whole thing play all the way through. I heard they hired like a whole orchestra and everything else for it. I think it's different. I mean, it actually shows that like they care about making the game a little bit more special. But one of the regulars and fellow streamers was actually he was like, "You could have used that money to make the game better." I'm like, "Yeah, but it's a nice little touch. It's different." Uh-oh, going through a tunnel. That was pretty short. Alright, still 4.8 miles to go till we get to this location. Let's see, after Vista Canyon track we have Princess track to go via, and then the railroad crossing. That will be Santa Clarita track 1. Another thing I mentioned is that we do have some haptic feedback as well with the PlayStation controller. So as you highlight things or you change to different things, the controller does actually vibrate. It's actually pretty nice. Yeah, it actually, because a lot of times, like when you used to highlight over stuff, you weren't really sure if it was actually selected sometimes. Where now, like when you're over it, you definitely know that you're, you know, gonna be able to control whatever it is. So we're going downhill again here. Let it pick up a little bit again. We also get haptic feedback whenever you're going across kind of track changes. Yeah, it's actually a nice little feature, especially like I was mentioning here because there was issues before where it's like, did I really highlight that? Am I on it? Am I not on it? And now you actually can tell. So, just like just now, we were in the dark. Before when we started the train up, everything was pretty much dark. I had to find the lights and just moving the controller around until you find the haptic feedback made it a little bit easier to find them. All right, so I can see we have a 55 coming up, so we're looking forward to that. Oh, and Kojo, one thing I also realized is I thought I was getting silver trophies a lot, but I didn't realize that they added a platinum trophy. So I actually was getting platinum trophies, but I thought they were silver. Yeah, so I was like, oh, I just realized it today. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. I mean, there are certain things that are made by certain developers that no matter what I do, I always get a silver. So it was nice. Yeah, the ribbon is purple. Yeah, but I didn't realize it because I'd never seen, a platinum one before. Just used to the silver, so I was like, oh, I guess I'm getting silvers. But then I realized silver has a blue thing, and it's the platinum's a little bit fancier and has purple. All right, 55's coming up, and hopefully we can stay there for because we have been crawling this whole time. No, I was saying I'd never seen the silver, but now I'm just getting platinums. No, I did get one gold so far. I mean, it's not the bar's pretty low to do that. Even with sometimes getting caught speeding and stuff, I would expect to get something like a silver. But I think that's because I play Train Sim, and Train Sim is very unforgiving. It's very like, nope, you did it wrong. Bye. All right, 55. Let's go. I have a feeling. I think we've already crossed the threshold for platinum on this one. I think it was only like 5,000 to 6,000 points, so we'll be there pretty soon. Yeah, yeah. You have to really like not do something right in order to get to not get it. Although I did this testing the limit scenario the other day, and I had to actually turn the safety systems off because it actually stopped the train. Okay, so we're almost at the Vista Canyon track one. And then we have like the Princess track one that we have to go by. Oh, good. We're gonna get a bump up to 75 soon too. Yeah, I think all the reasons that we were slowed down, it was one track, and it was very steep and mountainous. But surprisingly, we haven't had any stations on this section of the track either. This is that Metrolink one, the California one. Yeah, I put the red lights on because we're doing a night scenario. Yeah, I put it on that side too. Figured the red would be better at nighttime. Should get that 75 in a second. There it is. Alright, here's our next Govia. And it's Govia at 75, so I'm just gonna let the train coast. And now we're gonna be cleared back up to 79. Very nice. It's like the first station we crossed. Okay, Princessa track, my bad. Yeah, you can set those lights to either white or red. You haven't checked it out already. Yes, that's what they say. Red is better for night vision. It's less adjustment for your eyes. So yeah, that's why I put it on. Oh, we got a 55 coming up. If I can slow this down. Yeah, it's less adjustment for your eyes to move between the dark and the light and the red light. And there's some like wavelength things as well. So we got another 55 coming up. So we have 100% braking throttle in right now. That gets us down to that 50 range that we want. Yes, 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 yes. That is what they say. Okay, we have some yellows ahead. Sessa track 1. Okay, there again, more people close to the tracks. I definitely wasn't imagining those things. Something isn't right here. Uh-oh. What's going on? I mean, to be honest, I didn't see it. It didn't look suspicious to me just now. It just looked like people were around. Please don't freak out. Who they pair me up with today? I'm scared of everything. Alright, so now it's showing us the yellow aspect ahead. It may be hard to see it in the light that we have. Most of the lights in this room are yellow as well. Okay, flashing. Uh, I don't know. I mean, this is fine because you can see these things digitally. Um, but yeah, I never changed the settings from what was here. I do kind of miss like when you're outside of the train, not being able to see what speed you're traveling at. Go over. Slow down. Or who tracks I think we have certainly been sussed out. Bring us to Santa Clarita and do a stop. In the meantime, I'll contact dispatch to see if they want us to continue. Oh, so that's why we're stopping there. Okay, I was wondering why it ends at Santa Clarita, because they have an issue. Yeah, I mean they could do something like Flight Sim does. When you go outside on Flight Sim, and then you have like a different HUD, and you can actually still see like what inputs are going and everything else. Like it's not impossible to do, but I mean, every yeah. I wonder how long it'll take them to do it though. And to be fair, you know what I've never seen from them, at least on the console end, or at least in my experiences with them, I've never seen them do like beta testing. They probably do it for special people or something, but that would help them kind of suss out a lot of these issues before the game is released. Let's see. Yeah, he keeps saying that he sees more people, more and more people around the tracks, but I honestly didn't see anything that looked weird. Yeah, I don't even know if that's something I'd want to do. I used to beta test stuff back in the day. A lot of like Ruby soft stuff. I would get like invitations for early access slash beta testing. That thing scared me for a second. Like there was like a bomb or something. Alright, we're gonna stop here. There's something suspicious is going on. And my partner doesn't feel safe. This is definitely not LA yet. Let's see what they say. Okay, engineer, we are to offload the prison staff and police here. Onward transfer has been arranged from here. Okay, so they're gonna switch them over. All right, open doors or no? Yes. Let's see if we can get to see them getting off. Nope, nobody gets off. Strange. I was expecting to see get off. I guess they're gonna have somebody pick them up in a van or something. Take them the rest of the way. Hot dog guy out there, that looks suspicious. It's late at night. Mm-hmm. Different Conrail. All right. So, oh, we only got gold. Interesting. All right. So that was Con Fair. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Let's see. Maybe someone else is streaming now. Join. Oh, we could go see music. Let's hang out with QF Music playing Microsoft Flight Simulator. Thanks everybody for stopping by. Cyan, Phoenix, and Kojo for chatting. Everybody will hopefully be back on Thursday if everything goes well this week. Everybody stay safe, and we'll catch you later.